Listen up, man. If you just getting started in the box truck business and you're looking to get rolling with a brand new MC Authority, I'm gonna give you 5 helpful tips that will significantly increase your chances of success out here in the field, man. These are tips that you can implement into your business strategy starting today. And implementing these strategies will ultimately get you more loads, which means securing the bag and ultimately being able to scale your company as well. So stick around, man, and stay tuned to the end, and I'll be dropping 16 brokers that will work with you from day one. So let's go. All right, let's go. Tip number 1. This is the very first thing I want you to do. After you receive your list, man, and you got all your gathered information about brokers that's willing to work with you from day one, the very first thing that I want you to do is to go ahead and sign up, man. Sign on to these companies, man, and go ahead and fill out those carrier packets, man. Trust me, man, this is something that you want to just go ahead and do ahead of time, man. Get ahead of the curve, you know what I mean? You don't want to be sticking around waiting until it's time to book these loads to be having to fill out carrier packets and stuff like that, man, because that stuff can be very time consuming, man, and different brokers may request certain information that you may not have accessible or something like that. So it's just better to cover your butt, man, and go ahead and sign right on to these carriers, man, ahead of time, because trust me, man, in the trucking industry, it's a dog eat dog world, man, and in the morning when those load boards open up and those brokers are posting those loads, man, it's like a rat race. Everyone's trying to be the first one to the cheese, man, and you don't want to miss out on a great load by just not having your ducks in order. So that way, if you signed on already, it ain't no more paperwork process. You can go ahead and get your load, man, get your rate cons and all that good stuff and be on your way, man. Just very effective time management, strategic. So go ahead and to sign on with as many carriers as you can, man. That's tip number 1. All right, so now you active. Your MC Authority is active. You done completed your carrier package, man, and you're ready to start booking these loads, man. So let's get into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is you want to get as much information about the loads as possible from these brokers, man. You want to know everything there is to know about the load. You want to know the commodity, man. What are you actually hauling? You want to know the weight of the load. You want to know, the pickup and drop off. Make sure you got the addresses correctly on file. Anything detailed about the load, man, you want to know, man, because a lot of people just be jumping the gun and you won't think about it. You just see the load, the miles and the amount they're offering and think it's a go, man. But it's much more to it than just that. You want to know exactly what you hauling, man. You know what I mean? You might be hauling some trash, man, right from the dumpster or something like that, man. Something that's gonna stink your truck all up, man. And now you pulling up to a loading dock or something, and they denying you because of the stench or something like that, man. I done seen it happen. So you definitely want to know exactly what's the commodity that you're gonna be hauling, man. You want to know the weight. And trust me, man, when it comes to the weight, you want to do your own due diligence. Don't just rely on the broker's word, man, because like I said, it's a dog eat dog world, man, and everyone's looking to save a buck any way they can, man. So you do your own due diligence, man. If you got to pull up to the truck stop and get yourself weighed right after receiving that load, just to to cover yourself. You don't want to, last thing you want to do is get pulled over for a random inspection or something like that, man, and now you're getting put out of service because you over your gross weight or something like that, man. So take the extra couple minutes to do your due diligence and to make sure that weight is accurate. Like I said, these brokers, they'll tell you anything, especially with new MC Authorities, man. They're gonna look at you like you're green and stuff and they can get over, but nah, you got to come across as being professional and knowing your stuff, man. So these questions you want to ask when you're calling up to book these loads, and get yourself weighed out there, man, so you don't get yourself put out of service or something like that. And if you run into a case where the weight doesn't match up or something like that, you need to be hopping on that phone and adjusting those rate cons or something like that, because don't let no one tell you otherwise. This is your business, your investment, man. No one's gonna advocate for you the way you're gonna advocate for yourself. So if it's 1,000, 2,000 pounds over the the weight they got listed or something like that, that need to be brought to their attention, man. It's something need to get worked out, So yeah, that's step number 2 though. Oh yeah, and also you want to the pick up and drop off locations and stuff, man. You got to keep in mind of times that these places are opening and the times that when they're closing, because you might be arriving at 6 and they close at 5, and now you gotta hold that that freight in the back of your truck all night until they open up in the morning or something like that. So you kind of want to have your ducks in order, man, when it comes to all that information, man. So go ahead, you pick your load up and stuff like that. Go ahead and give these wherever it's going to, give them a call, man, and find out exactly from them, because the information on the Raycon might not be accurate as well. So you could call up to wherever you're going with the freight, and see exactly what time they will be there, or let them know exactly what time your ETA is, or something like that, man. So just to stay ahead of the game, man. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3, study the market trends, man. You got to study the market trends, man. You want to be strategic at this, man. You want to move efficiently as possible with your truck, man, because man, you could be hustling backwards out here if you're not, man. Trust me, from my own experience, man. I done had it happen to me, man. I done seen it happen. So you want to study the market trends, man. Find out what markets are hot. Find out what markets are not, man. You want to be effective. You want to position your truck accordingly. You know what I mean? You want to kind of plan your routes, man, and so study those market trends. What time of the year are we in? What, where are you located, man? What's, so just do your own due diligence, man. Study the market, see what areas are hot, what areas are not, how much freight is being hauled out of this market or what, and just move accordingly, man. Just be strategic about your business, man. That's tip number 3. All right, tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to know your bottom line, man. Know your rate per mile. Know how much it is costing you to operate your vehicle, man. To turn that ignition on and get it rolling, man. It don't come at a free cost, and you need to know exactly what your rate per mile is, man, when you're calling up to book these loads. You got to negotiate. You got to negotiate, man, and you got to be able to stand firm on what it costs you, man, because this is your business. Like I said, no one is going to advocate for it. The brokers, they will let you. They don't give a shit about your business. They'll let you come pick this load up, and haul it for a loss or something like that on your part, man. They don't care as long as it's being moved from point A to point B. So you got to advocate for yourself and know your bottom line, know your rate per mile, man. When you're calling up to these loads, when you're on a low board and stuff like that, man, you don't even need to know the price that they're offering to pay or something like that, man. I mean, you could just negotiate off of what you need as only, you know what I mean? Like, if you sending this, it's a 500-mile trip, man, I know I need at least 1,000 or 1,100 or whatever the case may be. So you can just call these loads up, no matter what they got posted for the offer, and you get to negotiate it, man. You know what I mean? So it's worth just calling up any loads that you may be interested in, man, because you never know what you're gonna come across, man. So as long as you're sticking to your bottom line and you know your rate per mile, man, and you move accordingly, man, you'll be all right. So that's tip number 4. All right, last but not least, it's tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be to build healthy personal relationships, man. You want to establish a lot of relationships out here in the field, man. And the power of networking, man, it's a great deal of benefit in that, man. And it's in your best interest, man, to build as many connections as possible, man, with these brokers, with these shippers and receivers. You want to get to know people on a first name basis, man, and allow them to know you on a first name basis. That way, when you're calling up or they calling you or something like that, man, you already got that relationship established, man, and they trust in your business. They know your bottom line, and they know your approach, man, and they know you carry yourself in a professional manner, man, and they're gonna look to do more business with you, man. And when those good loads come through, man, they'll definitely have you in mind to reach out to see if you possibly in position to to handle these loads or whatever like that. So it's really important to build these relationships, man. I done did it personally, man. I done did it with with brokers, even like TQL, man, when I was brand new with my MC Authority, man, and I go to end up in a dead zone or can't find a load or something like that, man. Sure enough, I give someone a call that I've done business with before, and they're able to get me something, man, or find me something to, you know, to get me back moving and stuff like that. So, man, yeah, keep networking, man, and build great relationships, man. Trust me, man. And, you know, a lot of these brokers sometimes, man, they could be real rude and snobby on the phone and stuff like that, man. Trust me, you don't even want to match that energy, man. Always keep it professional, man, and courteous and respectful, no matter what, man. You know what I mean? No matter what, no matter even if they're giving you, you know, being straight rude to you. It's all good, man. You know, they don't really know you from a hole in the wall. So, you know, you just keep the respectful professionalism up, and it's going to take you a long way, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure, man. You know, we big, this day and age is big on, you know, matching energy and stuff like that, man. You know, if somebody's rude to you, you want to be rude back to them. If they disrespectful, you want to be disrespectful. That may not be in your best interest, man, when it comes to the business world. That may work out for you in your own life, in the personal, in the real world. But when it comes to the business, man, you always want to come across as being professional, man. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt and chin up, chest out, and stay positive, man. So there you have it, man. These are 5 tips to help you out there to be successful on your journey, man. I hope you find this video informative, man, and I hope it really helps somebody out there along with their journey, man. So here you go. I'm gonna give you a list of 16 brokers that'll work with you from day one, man. Day one. I'm gonna pause in between each one to give you a moment to screenshot it, write it down, whatever you gotta do just to have for your own records, man. And these are things that you can start implementing and making these calls today, man, to get yourself set up for success, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Peace. All right, as promised, here we go, man. I got a list of 16 brokers that'll work with you and your brand new MC Authority, man, on day one, man. So, you know, I'm gonna pause in between each one so you can screenshot it, write it down, whatever you got to do to have it for your own records, man. And go ahead and start giving these guys a call to get yourself signed up with the carrier package and stuff like that, man. So that way you be rocking and rolling out here, man. So let's get into it. Number 1, we got TQL. Number 2, we got C.H. Robinson. Number 3, we got U.S. Logistics. Number 4, Falcon Transportation. Number 5, we got Buying and Transport. Number 6, we got Traffic Freight Source. Number 7, we got Right Way Truck Broker. Number 8, we got Night Transportation. Number 9, we got Online Freight. Number 10, we got KCH Transportation. Number 11, we got JB Hunt Transport Service. Number 12, we got Vision Freight. Number 13, we got DNL Transport. Number 14, we got Trident Transport. Number 15, we got PFL Logistics. And last but not least, number 16, we got Trinity. Now, these are our list of 16 brokers that will work with you from day one. Like I said, go ahead and give these guys a call. Something to keep in mind, I have not personally worked with each and every one of these brokers, but I have, with a brand new authority, worked with several of these brokers myself, man. So, you know, it is possible to get your loads out there, man. And a lot of these companies, they have their own load boards, man. So look on their websites or download the apps or whatever you got to do. A lot of these companies have their own free load boards, man. You know, you may possibly be able to find you a load, man, wherever you're looking to go or something like that, man. So there you have it, man. That's 5 helpful tips along your journey, and as well as a list of 16 different brokers that you could use with your MC Authority on day one, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and catch y'all later. Peace.